Uh, How's it going, everybody? I have another guest here today. The qualifiers for the second major of the Dominion Series are currently on the way, and Naja is joining me today after having won the first qualifier last week, and he also won the very first major. So, welcome, Naja. How you doing, man?
Hello, guys. Yeah,
I'll
I'm
let
doing good, Trace.
I'll let you introduce yourself. Feel free to tell the viewers whatever you think they might want to know.
Okay, hey guys, I'm Nature, 18 years old from the Netherlands, and I'm playing For Honor competitive for 2 years now. Um, I won my team won the first majors. We got first place, and last week we placed first as well in the first qualifiers.
Yeah, like you said, you've won the first major and collected some points for the big final already, and you've repeated it
Yes,
by winning the last qualifier as well. It
yes.
might sound like a stupid question from me now, but do you consider yourself the best team in Europe?
Not yet though. We don't consider ourselves the best team yet because Nemesis is still around, and like they can put us in trouble still. Uh, but like who knows? Like when we win the next majors, we get first place, and we even win the grand finals, then we can consider ourselves the best team in EU then. But what we can consider is we are the second best team for sure.
All right, so you're giving Nemesis a lot of credit there.
Yeah, for
All right,
sure,
fair
bro.
enough. So you want to win the final, and if you win that, then you
Then
can
yeah,
say
then
proudly.
we
All right,
can
all right,
yeah.
all right, all right. So but you changed your roster as well recently. Is it Empress, Elmpress, Impress? I'm not sure.
I'm not quite sure how you say the name as well. A Impress. His
Hey,
old name
Empress.
was yeah. His old name was Dancing with Gods. Unfortunately, he replaced Liebe Asano, aka Kameku.
Komeku, yeah.
Yeah, that was our main guy, and he just didn't want to play competitive anymore. He just didn't enjoy it anymore. So unfortunately, we were looking for a new player, and that was AM Press. It's a good old friend of Eternity, and he's a solid guy. He has a good like competitive mindset. He's not really like he's a good like player. So yeah.
Okay, I don't know the old name then either.
Yeah,
But
he's just a completely like new guy. He's not known in the comp scene.
okay, that's cool. That's cool. Getting
Yeah.
new
So,
blood in
but
there, just a friend. Okay,
yeah,
fair enough. Fair enough. That's cool. That's
yeah,
cool.
yeah,
Seeing new people come in, and I mean, they did
yeah,
very well. I was like, it's just fine. But yeah,
yeah.
let me ask you about your team composition then.
Okay, yeah,
You're
yeah,
on
yeah.
in Shugo, JJ, Nobu, and Gladiator.
Gladiator,
So
yes.
while neither of these heroes is that surprising, the
Mhm,
combination maybe is like most teams still run a warlord, and a lot of them
yeah,
have dropped the gankers like completely or just used to go
yeah,
P4 as a ganker. Could
yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
elaborate on why you're stuck with Gladiator or the picks in general?
Okay, yeah. Why we're sticking with Glad is because he's like still a very good ganker. Like a lot of people still underrate him because he got yeah nerfed really hard. His gank got really nerfed. But like it's not just only his gank. Like he's a fast like character. Like he can rotate very fast on the on the maps.
Yeah, you can't really escape
And
from him and all that kind of stuff.
yeah,
His chase is good.
and yeah, his chase is very good, and that's one of the things we like. Uh, and yeah, his team fights are like pretty good as well. He's like solid. He can like deflect externally. Um
And we've seen that quite a
so
bit actually.
yeah,
There were
you
quite a
saw that.
few like double deflects and all that kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Out of skew and all that things.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah,
think
yeah.
that people are gonna go back to wanting to have a gladiator? Because right now it's all about the team fighters and shit.
Yeah, I mean,
But
yeah.
people dropping the gankers, yeah.
I mean, like maybe people will consider now that Glad is still viable because of us,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah, people should try Glad again. Like Clutchmeister said it a couple of times. Like a lot of people underrate Glad. He's still a good character, and people should try him out again. Like if you don't fuck up the gank, he's still very good. It's still a one shot gank, or like most of the time, it's like it gives 95% revenge and 1 bar of health.
Yeah.
So it's still a very solid ganker and character.
Yeah. Any reason why I don't run the warlord?
Yeah, Warlord was just like I didn't really saw anything useful he did anymore like in this meta because like everyone runs Shugo now, everyone runs JJ and Zanus, and all of those characters has like dodge attack. I mean, JJ has Shifu stance,
Mm.
but like all of those characters has like dodge attacks. And I mean, when you play high level, like everyone can react to bashes. Like not that consistent, but like people will react to some bashes of you.
Mm.
And I saw just that Water didn't really do much in team fights. It was just like he became a simple character, just peeling and just standing there and doing some like throw some heavies out. And his crashing charge didn't do much as well, because I mean, if you play against Nemesis, a team that communicates very well and knows to position themselves very well against warlords, you will not get like easy ledges,
Okay.
or you know.
Yeah. Do you think then that Warlord has been figured out? Because it's been played for I don't know how many years now. It's basically a staple in competitive. You think that we're getting to that point that it's been figured out that much? Like you said, Nemesis communication is so good
I
that
mean,
you don't
yeah,
even get
like
to get on
I think
charges.
Warlord isn't really like meta anymore. I think he will get replaced by JJ. Like
Interesting.
yeah, I think that's like my opinion.
Okay,
Uh
maybe we'll get to that point. Yeah, it would be interesting. That something has
yeah,
been
and
figured out to such a degree, then you
like
just
and
need
yeah,
to switch it up.
and JJ has a lot of good things now. Like he has like Shifu stance. You can now like when someone bashes, you can Shifu it and just do the unblockable. It's guaranteed. He has very good unblockables as well in team fights you can use, and like Warlord doesn't have that, you know.
Yep.
And yeah, he's like a good starter. He has good feats as well. Like he's kind of a supporting role kind of character, and that just works for us for my team. So yeah.
Cool. All right. I mean, yeah, the feats, like you said, you're even replacing the Fury, the flask with it. Not
Yeah, the
Fury
flash.
flask, but you still have the flask then. Yeah, or you can go defensive with
Yeah, or we can do. Yeah,
phalanx.
we ran phalanx though, but
Yeah.
we are like thinking like about maps. Maybe we pick flask on some maps, so we're like discussing that as a team. So yeah, maybe I will run flask in the future on some maps. So yeah, who
Perfect
knows?
transition then as well, because
Yeah,
maps would be the next thing I was going to ask you about. Because you guys
map.
chose a lot of Sanctuary Bridge and Beachhead. Is there
Yeah, beachhead.
any particular reason? Yeah, probably
Yeah,
like it, right?
we picked beachhead because like a lot of teams didn't had like a lot of practice on that map. And I mean, Highford, like on the majors and I think qualifiers as well, like first qualifiers. Highford was getting like banned a lot, or yeah, got banned. So we tried Beachhead out because it was like one of the only maps we could pick. So we just went for Beachhead, and I guess yeah, it worked out for us. We stomped the opponents very hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, and sank as well. I actually don't really like Sank,
I
but
hate it. I hate the fucking
yeah,
map, by the way.
it's just too snowbally. But for us, I mean, we're really very like I think we can say we're one of the best like team fighters, like as a team. So for us, Sank, it gives us a big advantage. So yeah, I mean, yeah, it snowballs very hard, so we can take the easy win, you know. So
Yeah.
that's why we picked Sank a lot.
Yeah, we saw it on
Uh,
NA that
but
Sanctuary
yeah,
Bridge was basically never picked. They don't like it at
yeah, on
all.
NA, yeah, Highford was picked a lot
Yeah,
though.
exactly.
And
So it was the complete opposite.
I found it very like weird. Why? Because like I think no NA team ran Glad, and Highford is like a Glad map. Like you need to have Glad to play to play optimally on Highford. And the NA boys did like ran the 2-2 strat as well. I found it kind of weird as well to do that, because like Highford is a very big map. Like let's say the team 1 on C fights the team 2, and the team 2 loses the C fight, and they lose the B fight as well. The team 1 can get A, they can cap A, they have C, and then they have B. So for the team 2, they need to respawn, they need to like it takes a lot of time to get the points, to get uh like back to the game, you know. It takes 15 or 10 seconds time to rotate to A or to C. You need to wait for respawn. So on high for doing the 2-2 strat is not very optimally, and not having Glad as well. So I just found it very weird why NA picked it a lot. Maybe they didn't like B chat. That could be a thing. So yeah, maybe NA has a explanation for me why they ran high for the lot.
Yeah.
So yeah,
I'm sure they have the reasons too. I think it's very interesting to see in these different developments, just because I don't think you're
I mean,
scrimming each other a
yeah,
lot like you just you scrims each other and A scrims each other, but like
yeah.
cross scrimming is not really a thing, right? Or at
Yeah,
least
like
not that much. I mean, there's
I
always
mean,
these pickup
NA
scrims.
is just very interesting for me. They always do weird tactics all the time. Like I don't know, they run weird feats. Like I saw Zanus using the unique feats, the what
Yeah.
was it? The throwing
Yeah,
Ki or something?
both the
I don't know
first
how it's
the,
called.
the
Yeah, the
shielding
first
ruse
unique.
and
Yeah,
fiery tusk. But
the
have you
yeah,
heard what Carl said? Because he thinks that after EU sees that, every
yeah.
Jean who and EU will pick it up. They think it's
No.
so much superior.
Nah, I just don't think that.
Okay.
Like Bounty Hunter is still a very good feat, and it's just still very strong, and it can save like lives.
Okay.
So, like, how much does the tier one do? The damage?
Or
Like,
overall, it's like if both hit, like the tier 2 confirms the tier 1, so it's 50 every 75 seconds.
I mean, yeah. Hmm.
So they say because it's
I
like
mean,
basically you start every fucking team fight with that, and if you
hmm.
can basically never dodge the fire on the floor, so if that one hits and you get staggered, you're gonna eat the tier 1, and that's basically 50 damage straight from the get-go.
Hmm. I mean, yeah, we have to see. Maybe it's very good. I don't know. I didn't really saw any like big tier ones and tier twos of Zanus in the NA tournament, or maybe I missed out of it. But yeah, we'll see.
But what you mentioned before was the 2-2 split. And so to add on to this, your starting splits are quite surprising sometimes. Are these prepared, meaning you do them based on the enemy team or the team composition from them, or do you just do them on a whim to be unpredictable?
Yeah, we first started using this like tactic, the 3B1A against Nemesis, because Nemesis always used the 2-2 strat, and it put us in a big disadvantage because I mean you're fighting one of the best 2v2 players. You're fighting Barra, Silencer. Uh, those guys have a lot of experience in 2Zs. Like they're playing with each other almost 2-3 years. Then you have Clutch with a lot of 2v2 experience as well in tourneys, etc. So like it was very snowbally for us to do 2-2 because we always lost that. And yeah, they got A and C immediately and B as well. So yeah, we tried this strat, the 3B1A, and it worked very good for us. We sent 3B against two guys, and that gives a big advantage for us because we have man advantage, and we can try to make one of them or maybe two of them pretty low, like 3 or 4 bars, and that can change the game like very fast in the team fights
Yeah.
when the two guys from C goes to B. So
Yeah.
yeah, and what we always do or tell our Glad is to focus on the low guys, like try to chase them down.
Exactly.
And we always like to like on temple we always like to block the entrance of C so the enemies cannot heal. We like to play a bit from the left side so the enemies cannot heal. And yeah.
Yeah, you've been doing
So
that
yeah,
for a while. I've tried to
yeah,
pick up on that. Sometimes even your Glad goes back to C and actually manages to cap it.
yeah,
That
yeah, yeah,
sometimes
yeah.
happened. I was really surprised. Whether like did they just surprise the team so much that they all of a sudden have them triple capped and no point to heal, and then the team fight on B just unfolds and they don't have anywhere to heal, so you whittle them down. But yeah, I waited for that last time.
Yeah.
But your Glad managed to like kill 2 people, I think, that tried
Mhm.
to escape. So yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
what you tried to do, and it happened
Mhm.
exactly like that. So yeah,
Yeah.
but you're basically. I mean, a lot of people they try to pick it up to do something similar, but I think you guys practiced it properly for a
Yeah.
while now, so it
Yeah, we
works
did.
out much better.
Mhm. Yeah.
But yeah,
I just
I like that
yeah.
seeing these different, like these
I mean,
adaptations, and not everyone just copying each other. I like that.
yeah, like I think people should change their like tactics a bit now because the 2-2 strat will not work anymore because it will just give like a big advantage to the team that is like better in 2v2. So
Exactly. Yeah.
like y- people should change their tactics and maybe try our tactic. Maybe it works. So yeah.
Yeah, play to your strengths. I mean, you
Yeah.
said you're one of the best team fighting
Yeah, we're
teams,
one of the best
so
team
why not force the team fight on B,
Yeah.
like you said? And I mean, like you said, Barra and Silencer, they've been playing twos since forever.
Yeah.
They know, so why fight into that powerhouse there and risk 80% losing at that point? So yeah, it's very understandable. So yeah, I like that you adapted to it and played to your strengths.
Yeah.
All right, then let's wrap the thing up. Any last words for your fans, or maybe even haters you have right now, because you win and they want someone else to win? But yeah.
I just want to say thank you to our fans for supporting Monkey Business, aka Natural Mind Games, in the majors and qualifiers. Yeah, we appreciate it, and I want to do a shout out to my team as well. Keep it up, boys. You're doing great, and
You are doing great, yeah.
yeah, and yeah, I want to do a shout out to you, Freeze, as well. Yeah, thanks for having me here. I appreciate it.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, and I hope you boys got to know me a little bit more. So yeah.
Yeah, I hope
and
you
shout
made
out
a
to my
couple more
mom.
friends. Your mom. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
shout
nice.
out to my mom. I love her. Yeah.
All right, yeah. That's nice. But yeah, I hope you made a few more friends.
Yes.
Not friends. Hope you made a few more fans. Friends,
Yes.
hopefully too.
Yes.
But yeah, thank you for doing this. And
yeah, no problem, man. Thanks for
I think it's gonna release on Saturday, so the next Dominions should be today then. So I don't know where you can watch it, but I'll put a few links down there. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, so Nature, thank you for doing this. But yeah, we're gonna wrap this
no
up.
problem, man.
Thanks for watching,
you.
guys. Ladies,
Bye-bye.
everybody.